What is going on, guys? Welcome back to All Things Cobra Kai. And for my first live stream in how many months, I don't know. Probably, I think February is probably the last stream I did, and that was the Karate Kid Watch Pie. I think that was Karate Kid, next Karate Kid Watch Pie. I think that was the last one I did, and that was in February. So it's been a while, and especially since I did a video as well. But yeah, I'm doing a stream tonight. Like, we've got new Cobra Kai season 5 images, which is brilliant. So I'm going to run down the chat and we're going to see who we got here. And yeah, we're going to break down the images and should be a good stream for the first one in probably about 7 months, around that, which is mad. So we've got Jack Harrison. How's it going, Jack? Thank you for joining. We've got Badass Cobra or Badass, however, I don't know. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Yep, I am back after so many months. It's good to be back. Hello, Lisa. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. You're always in the streams, like the King streams as well. It's been a long time, and that's one way you can put it. Had a bit of an extended break as well, but that's because of exams. But my exams are done, so I don't need to get into that. So, but yeah, I'm back, which is good. So, and also we got the Cobra Kai season 5 teaser, which was in May. I think it was like right at the end of May or the start of May, which was cool. And now we've just got the new season 5 images yesterday, which was awesome. So we're going to break those down. I've got a few videos coming on a few theories from those images, which is really good. So let's just get that. Okay, so let's put up the images and we can start breaking them down. So these images that came out yesterday were awesome. Like, I wasn't when they like sort of teased like what the photos would be. I didn't really know what well, not teased what the photos would be. When they started teasing like we would get something, I was kind of skeptical. Like, would they drop something on a Tuesday? Because they don't normally drop anything on Tuesday. So I did find it kind of odd. Like, it was on that particular day. But we did. We got the photos, which reveal quite a few things, and a few plot details which we kind of needed because we haven't really known anything about this season, which I find good because there's so many possibilities and so many endless theories you can make, which can be very good, which also can be very frustrating. Trying to come up with theories like what can happen, but we've sort of got some theories on that, which is good. So, yeah, just bear with me, guys. Just got to share this on my social medias. All right, so breaking. Sorry, guys, I've not really prepared for this stream. To be fair, breaking down new Cobra Kai season 5 images. So sorry, guys. So sorry. Right. Okay. So, these photos, awesome. I went absolutely mad when I saw them. Like, I was out when they were first dropped, but I did when I did like get enough time to sort of look at them. I thought, oh crap! Like, these are kind of awesome. So the first one we got, or the first one we have here, is of the new Sensei Kim Daeun, I think it is, um, with Tori and Devon, who was revealed to be in Cobra Kai, which I was not expecting that because that was kind of a shock to me. So she's in Cobra Kai, which is odd. There's a few theories I have about that as to why, but we've got Tori and Devon up against Sensei Kim Daeun. Like, I do wonder why Devon's there, but we'll get into that later on. I barely remembered yesterday was Mama 3. Yeah, it was kind of mad. Like yesterday it was officially a month till the season came out, and we haven't had much compared to like the Yule Valley last season for season 4. We had so much posters, teasers. We had 3 teasers before the actual trailer, which was mad. Like we're not getting that for this season, but yeah, it's still pretty awesome. So with Sensei Kim Dayoon, because she's supposed to be like this new sensei for Terry Silver and stuff. Um, with her, like what her role could be in season 5, it's I think it's personally played out the way that I think she's going to be the threat to Julie. So when God, the Kings are going to hate me. So I love you saying this. When Julia Pierce does come back because she real or new real. Wow, that's bad. Um, yeah. So with um Sensei Kindine, she's going to be the fighter that will probably be going up against Julia Pierce, but also going up against Tori. And I say that because Tori. So let me zoom in. Okay, but Tori did have Sam, but they're gonna like end it. Like they're not gonna be fighting. Like they're gonna reconcile. I think if not at the end of season 5, but by season 6 they'll be getting along. Well, maybe not even get along, just over the pass and just trying to take down Cobra Kai, which will be the main goal in season 6, well 5, 6, and 7 if they do 7 seasons, which they should. Like he's gonna. Okay, that's better. Okay, yeah. So she's gonna be a threat to the women. I'm not saying that in a rude way. Like Chosen, Johnny, and Daniel will be fighting, I would suppose, against Barnes, Silver, and whoever. I just can't see like them fighting Kim Do-yoon. I mean, she might be a very good match against them, but I mean, I might be totally wrong on that. I just don't. I think she's just a future threat to Julie as well as Tori, because Tori's a very good fighter, so she can easily fight. She can easily fight Sensei Kim Dayoon because we don't really know much about her anyway. So she could be a very good fighter. She could be a very bad fighter. Like we have no information on Kim Dayoon apart from that she's working for Terry Silver, so she's obviously got something evil about her. But yeah, she's not going to be the. I don't know. She. Yeah, that's really nice. But like, right, hope it starts coming out. So she could be the threat to Julie that Julie will have to fight against anyway, because when Julie does come back, because I think she'll come back at the end of, I think even in season 6, like Julie's the last person out of the Karate Kid film, like any Karate Kid film, she's the last person to come back. Like we've now got Mark Barnes, which is awesome. More on that in a bit. So there's only Julie left, and not Colonel Dugan. Colonel Dugan does not need to be in Cobra Kai. There's no reason for him to be in Cobra Kai anyway, because like he would be older than Kreese, and Kreese would get absolutely destroyed by Silver anyway. So like imagine Colonel Dugan up against Chosen or Daniel or Johnny. Like no chance. So the new Cobra Kai brand seems more menacing in the 80s. Yeah, I mean, Terry Silver's putting his stamp on that. I'll get onto that in a bit as well. There's so much to cover. What's up, Cobra Things? Thank you for joining. How you doing? Um, but yeah, like with what we're seeing now with Sensei Kim Dayoon, like she's going to be the threat to Julie, as I said. And then you've obviously got Tori, who could be a threat to Kim Dayoon as well. Like that's how they're playing that, because Tori's going to need a new rival, and so will Sam, because Sam and Tori will reconcile at the end of season 5 or even at the start of season 6. So Like, obviously they'll be against Cobra Kai, but they're going to need someone to fight. So maybe up against Devon, but I don't think that's going to happen because Devon will be with Tori. So I do wonder about that. So Kim Do, she's going to stay on the evil side. Like she won't. She's going to be with Barnes and Silver and whoever else Silver brings in. What's up, Strike? Thank you for joining. How you doing? I think I got a bunch of videos. Oh, that's good. Can't wait to see your videos. Yeah. So she's going to be Kim Do will be the threat to Tori and Sam and possibly Devon in future seasons and however more seasons they're doing. It should be 7, but yeah. So Kim Dayoon will be. I hope I'm saying that because I've said it so many times. I just hope I'm getting it right. Yeah. So she's going to be the threat to Sam and Tori and maybe Devon and Julie, obviously. So I think that's how they're going to do it. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but like I just don't think she would fight again. I mean, she might fight against Johnny and Chosen and Daniel. I could be totally wrong on that. That's could be totally wrong. I mean, could be right, could be wrong. I don't know, but yeah, I don't think she would fight them. But she's definitely like if you see in this photo here, such Tristan Azadu, how you doing? Thank you for joining. So in like you can see in this photo that she's fighting, obviously sparring against Devon and Tori. So whether like they're up against each other anyway in this, like whether Tori and Kim Do will be up against each other's throats, which might happen because Kim Do will probably have like the mindset of Silver, like to be evil, if you get what I mean. Like she'll have the evil mindset, not the good mindset that the Miyagi-Dos and the old Eagle Fangs, like the now Miyagi-Dos have. So that's what the mindset she'll have. So that's why she will be evil. I don't believe she'll be good. I can't see because you've got to have a certain amount of villains anyway to go up against the good guys. Like you can't. Barnes has got to stay evil. Like they can't. Like because you've already got Kreese, Chosen, Daniel, and Johnny. Like, and you're gonna have Julie. So that's 5 good people. Like 5 good guys, 5 good fighters on the good side. And then on the evil side, you'll have Barnes, Silver, Kim Dayoon. I don't know who else. There must be 2 more. I mean, maybe some of the people that Terry Silver's hired, like they might be the people that fight. I mean, I really don't know. I mean, Kreese isn't going back to the bad side like that. He's up against Silver now. Like that's something to start, which I'm very excited about. So, yeah, that's how I think the Senseis will play out. Like as I said, Kim Dayoon will be evil. She will be up against Tori, Julie, Devon, and Sam. When they eventually leave Cobra Kai, which will probably be at the end of the season or maybe even halfway through. So that's probably how it'll play out. I mean, I could be totally wrong. But yeah, I mean, there's so many good guys like that. There's endless positive. Maybe they have Bobby Brown. Again, that's another one. Like Bobby, like if Bobby comes back, that's another one. That's what 6 people like now, like 6 people on the good side. Like that's oh, is it Jimmy as well? Yeah, I think Jimmy as well. Like he might even come back as well. So like you're racking up all the good people, like on the good side. Like they're totally outnumbering like the Cobra Kai's. Like that's mad. Like not in terms of students, but in terms of senseis and the quality of senseis. Like we don't know. I mean, I don't think Silver would recruit just average senseis. Like he's going to want the best of the best. Like not only to train, but to use in fights as well. So you can guarantee they'll be good fighters. Do you still think Julie is not needed? No. So I did say this at the start, but it's not a dig against you for not being here. In case Julie will come back. I'm accepting it now. I just don't. I didn't because at the end of season 4, like we all knew that Cobra Kai would win anyway, but I didn't think like I didn't have the mind. I did actually think Terry Silver would expand. I didn't. That completely escaped my mind, and I didn't think he'd betray Kreese so quickly. And with Chosen coming back, like you've got Chosen, Daniel, and Julie. the 3 Miyagi-Dos, like the 3 actual Miyagi-Dos. That's mad. So yeah, like um, so those are the people I think will be on either side, but sort of getting off point now. But yeah, I think Kim Do-eun will be evil up against Tori and Devon and Sam and Julie, which could be a very good matchup as well. So on to the next photo. Oh, so it's Tori and Devon again. Okay. So with Devon joining Cobra Kai, like I'm just trying to think who is anyone. It's not really a Robbie situation, like Robbie going from Miyagi or Eagle Fang to Cobra Kai. It's nothing like that. I think what it is that I've seen people saying that Devon is a spy. Get your head out of the sand. Like there is no way Devon is a spy. Like I know who's started this, and it's ridiculous because it's just as bad as saying Hawk was a spy in season 4. It was never going to happen, and it's not going to happen. Okay, because, and I'll tell you why. Because Devon obviously wants to continue karate, and maybe she's not that close with the people in Eagle Fang, so Chris, Mitch, and whoever else. Was she close to Miguel? We don't know. So, and with Johnny out the picture in Mexico with Robbie and finding Miguel, and with Miguel, who was in Eagle Fang with her, also Mexico, like she's not gonna have anyone, if you get what I mean. And it's like she's gonna want to continue her training. She can't go to Miyagi-Do because Miyagi-Do is technically closed. So where would she go? To Banga? No. Look, she'd go to Cobra Kai. Obviously, if Cobra Kai is expanding, and she just lost to Tori, she knows Tori's a good fighter, so she knows that Tori will mentor her in a way. So like the Robbie and Kenny situation, not situation, but like the Robbie and Kenny of season 4. It's like mentoring in a way. So that's how it will play out. So she'll mentor her to make her a better fighter. And we know that Tori's going to leave anyway. So depending on what path Devon goes, like she may follow Tori anyway if Tori's that mentor that she has. Like I would like to see more of Devon. Like she's more of a side character at the moment. Like she only trained for like, let me think. I think she was only in episode 7. She actually did training. She was anonymous in episode 8. Yeah, she only trained, as far as I know, in episode 7 that I can remember, and that was it. So that's probably like, because in that episode, that was the episode that I think they found out that Miguel. Yeah, it was about a month before the tournament, so she only had a month of training, so she didn't have that much training before the tournament anyway. So, like, she's a good fighter, as we saw. She got to the quarterfinals, but I mean, she's going to need more training to be higher up in terms of elite and how good she can be. But, you know, learning, like, with Tori being her mentor, possibly, like, that's really good for Devon because Tori's a very good fighter. And with her being in Cobra Kai, like, she's more of a Cobra Kai than a Miyagi-Do, and that's another reason she'll be in Cobra Kai because she's got a hot temper. She's like Tori. She's got a hot temper like Tori and Barnes. Not saying that like Mark Barnes is Tori's dad. No, 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 no. She's just got a hot temper, which means she'll want to strike first, which is the Cobra Kai style. You strike first, you strike hard, and you show no mercy. In Miyagi-Do, it's not about fighting. It's about defending yourself. If you've got a hot temper, what are you going to most likely do? Go for someone first in the fight or defend yourself and wait. You're going to strike first, aren't you? So you go to Cobra Kai. And that is why she's in Cobra Kai. So exactly. So that's why she's going to Cobra Kai, because she's more of a Cobra Kai than a Miyagi-Do. So I hope like you guys know what I mean. Like people saying that she's going to like her being a spy for Cobra Kai, it's all rubbish. Like, why would she be a spy? Like that's like saying Hawk was a spy in season 4. He made up with Dimitri and was on good terms with Miguel. Why would he be a spy for Kreese, who manipulated him and ended up going against all the Cobra Kais anyway? And Tori said you better watch your back in the finale anyway. So why would he go back to Cobra Kai? Especially because he didn't like Robbie either. So, like, at the end of the day, why would he do that? So, like, if you're actually telling yourself and theorizing that Devon is a spy, like, get your head out the sand. Like, it's not happening. Like, I respect all theories. Like, there's some theories that just aren't true, and I'll just straight up say, like, this is not a theory. Like, this isn't, like, no, this not. You don't theorize that. But like, there's some theories that are interesting but won't happen. But again, those are good theories, like the way people have thought about it. And there's other theories like Hawk and Devon are spies. No, like I know who started it, and it's ridiculous. And like, why would Devon be a spy? Just ask yourself. Give yourself 3 reasons why Devon would be a spy. If you can come up with 3 reasons why she would be a spy, then you've got some backup for your theory. Because if you have a theory, you have to say why. You can't just go, "Oh, Devon's a spy." Well, why do you think she's a spy? I don't know. You can't just come up with a theory and not have a reason for it. That's like saying Crease will just stay in jail for the rest of the show. He won't be getting out. Why do you think that? I don't know. Because he's going to be in jail. He'll probably get a lifetime sentence, so he'll just stay in there. Of course, he's going to come out of prison or jail, wherever he's going. Like, so you've got, for every theory, you've got to give yourself 3 reasons why it will happen. Because it's a theory at the end of the day. Like, why do you think you're right? 3 reasons why you think you're right. So, but moving more back onto the point of the photos, Tori and Devon will be Robbie and Kenny of season 4, but are more advanced because they're both already fighting. They're both strong fighters. Like, that's, do you get, like, that's why. That's why they'll be more advanced and things like stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know how long she would stay in Cobra Kai though for Devon. Like, I don't know whether she'd stay just for like half a season and then leave with Tori, however long Tori's in Cobra Kai, or maybe she'd stay for the rest of the show. Like, she might not. I mean, I really don't know. You know, um, if Tori is her mentor, then I would suppose that if Tori leaves, then Devon would leave, because by then I think Johnny would be back from Mexico anyway. So she'll have Johnny, who, like, well, she's a younger version of Johnny as well, like with Top Gun and sort of, oh, is it Bloodsport? I can't remember whatever film she referenced to. She's a younger Johnny in a way, if you guys can like understand that. Um, like with the hot temper and stuff, but just like a younger Tory as well. So, um, yeah, so that's why I think she'll stay in Cobra Kai. Well, for the time being until Tori leaves. I think she'll, as soon as Tori leaves, that's it. She'll go as well. Like, one thing we didn't see Piper. It's like, so I do wonder, like, whether that opened a spot for Devon anyway. Like, maybe Silver would say, "Oh, if you join Cobra Kai, do you want to be like Tori? Do you want to win a, like a karate champion? Do you want to be like Tori? Do you want to be all over the marketing? You know, that sort of thing." And Devon's probably like, "Hell yeah!" Like, and that's probably why. Like, Silver's got that pull. He's got that pull to get people to join because he can. No one knows how evil he actually is, and I'll get more onto that in a bit. Like with another photo that was released anyway. So, um, yeah, um, okay, yeah. So I think that's what would happen. Um, she'll probably stay in Cobra Kai for 5, 6 episodes, and whenever Tori leaves. So, and again, she's not a spy. Please stop, like, agreeing with that. No, it's just a ridiculous theory. God, my throat is killing me tonight. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so this next photo, Johnny and Robbie. Oh, there's captions. Oh, wow, I didn't even notice that. Okay, wow. Johnny Lawrence and Robbie celebrate a victory. All right, so celebrate a victory. Let me think. Celebrate a victory. Like, it's obviously some sort of contest because if you look very closely, like there's money here, so there's obviously some sort of betting going on. Then there's milk, so it's obviously some sort of betting thing. It must be because like everyone here is watching that's in this restaurant thing. This is definitely Mexico because they've got Piñas Locas. I've probably absolutely definitely not to nail to that pronunciation, but like Muncho Mas or no Mucho Mas. Oh god, that's really bad of me. But yeah, like those sorts of things like that points to them being in Mexico. So I think this is before they meet Miguel. So maybe they're short of cash, so maybe they stop off somewhere, or they're just getting some food and they see, oh, we can win some money for this tournament, like this thing. So that's maybe what they're doing now. I mean, I'm not too sure, but like if you can, like Robbie's got. If you look at Robbie, he's like, look at his face. Like, unless this is me, like he's got a little bruise there. So I don't know whether he's been in a fight. I mean, I really don't know. That could just be from the Your Valley. Um, but there's definitely something with money. You know what it could be? Remember in Karate Kid 2 when Daniel and Miyagi like, we've chosen like that bet they did with the money. It could be a reference to that. Not saying it will be like with the ice or anything like that. It might just be a reference to it. Like if you win, you get X amount of money. I don't know, something like that. It could very well be like that. But yeah, I mean it's kind of hard to tell because um we don't really know much. Like, you can't really tell. Like, all right, they've got milk. It's probably some sort of eating contest. Like, I don't know, something spicy. Like, I would probably take a good guess. So, spicy foods like spicy chicken. I don't know, spicy curry, or whoever can eat the most spicy wings in a minute gets, or whoever can eat the whole bucket of spicy wings gets the amount of money for whoever's put the money on. I don't know, something like that. As I said, like that would be a reference to Karate Kid 2. Or to Chosen coming back, there might be a few references like do not honor bet with coward, like that sort of thing. You know, like that would be sick. Um, we could see that. Like, it's definitely some sort of eating contest. Like, I'm just wondering why they're there. There was one theory I did have because I was watching back the Cobra Kai date announcement trailer we got. Um, this MMA underground fighting thing that they're going to find Miguel. I wonder if you need money to get in there, and obviously I don't know what currency they use in Mexico. Like, I could be totally wrong. Like, whether they use, I don't know what they use in America either. To be fair, um, so maybe what they don't have enough money to get in there. So they see this contest, and they just think, oh, if we can get this amount of money, then we can get into this fighting place to see what's actually going on in there. So like, maybe that's what they're doing there. I mean, again, it's really hard to tell because like there's not much to go from this. Like, we know they're going down to Mexico to get Miguel. Like, that's everyone knows that. I mean, unless people haven't watched the trailers and they're just seeing these photos, then you've got no idea. So, but like, um, yeah. I mean, that could be what it is, but I'm not too sure. Um, it's it's one of those like it could just be absolutely nothing where they're just eating food and they saw this competition. Um, chili pepper eating contest. Yeah, I mean, that's probably a very likely option. Strike there. The strike said like that's very likely something like that. So I wouldn't like that would be kind of cool because like Johnny's putting money on it as well. So like you could picture the rage like if he loses like this is bullshit or something like that. Like typical Johnny would like say something like that if he lost the money or I don't know or if it was rigged. But like teaching it's father and son moment. No, it's chosen one. Jacob would say father and son moment. Like they're bonding together, which is what we need because they will make peace. Like they are going to reconcile during the season. Like the whole build up of them going to Mexico as well is to get better with their relationship. So as long with Robbie and Miguel, obviously, and you know Johnny and Miguel still have some things they need to need to dust off and not sweep under the rug. So yeah, I mean it. This I'm very intrigued by this Mexico storyline. It won't be like a like it won't last more than 3 episodes. Like even that, maybe even 2 episodes. Like probably about 3 episodes max. Like the first 3 episodes of the season, then they come home. Like they come back to California. I think they're in. So that's probably the most likely one. Um, like I am intrigued to know what else will go on in Mexico because we know that Miguel's dad is a very shady guy. Like, so we don't really know what his evil side is because we don't have much info. We might even know in the trailer, which will hopefully come next week. Well, it should do, to be fair. But what I will theorize on though is that Johnny and Robbie are definitely going to get in some trouble, and Johnny could very easily get hurt. Like, I don't think he will, but there is a chance, obviously, because I don't know. I mean, Johnny might not even get. I could be way wrong, but he could get hurt. He might not get hurt. I've got no clue, to be fair. But like again, it's another thing that could pull them together. That pulls Johnny, Robbie and Miguel together. If Johnny gets hurt, like they both care for Johnny, so it's gonna pull them together. It's banding them together. So, um, yeah, like that's another way they'll not reconcile, but they'll just team up. So yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Like, let me know in the chat like what you guys think. I haven't really looked at the chat to be fair because I'm just going off the photos, obviously. But let me know what you guys think because I'm actually intrigued to know. Because now we've got some more information, we can start to piece some things together, which is actually kind of cool. So moving on to the next photo. Nothing much you can really say about this, to be fair, can you? I know there was some leaked photos with Daniel wearing these, but that was with just Amanda in the bathing suit. So, I mean, all we can see from this is that Daniel was just having a drink. I mean, the timeline of the summer of the season anyway will be summer. It's a cruel summer. That's so cringe. I don't know why I did that. But we know it's in the summer, so it's gonna have like the summer thing, like so they're gonna be like having these sorts of parties and things. So you can guarantee these sorts of things happening. Um, like again, you can't theorize much from this. This is just like a fun still. Like he's probably offering this to Amanda or offering this to Chosen. I mean, I really don't know. Like whether Chosen's living with them, I don't know either. Like it could well be, might not be. But I mean, it's such an interesting season though because like we still don't know a lot, which I think is good because then you're going into the season. Even we don't know what we're getting in that trailer either. But with season 4, I think everyone sort of knew that Cobra Kai would win anyway. So you're like, all right, Cobra Kai's going to win, but how do they win? Like, will it be deserved? Like, have they earned it? Obviously not because Terry Silver cheated it, so they don't deserve it at all. But um, everyone knew like season 4 was leading up to the All Valley. Like with this season, like we don't really know much. I mean, obviously some like the creators know and stuff, but like we don't know like what even the finale is going to be. Like this is such a good thing. It's just like with season 3 and season 2. Like you're not really sure how it's going to end because it's not leading up to something deliberate. You don't know how it's going to end, which is I think is kind of better, but I prefer it that way because there's, as I said at the start, there's endless possibilities and endless theories you can make about it. So, this next shot, all right, that's another great shot of Kyler with that weird hairdo he's got, and then RJ Kenny, sorry RJ, Kenny at the front there, and then any side characters noticing here. No, I don't notice any. Red. That's it. That's the only person I recognise. But yeah, I mean, it's like just to look at the branding, like in the background, like Terry Silver's. This is Terry Silver's Cobra Kai. Like this is the expanded version. This is what he's always wanted. Like it's the modern version of the expanded Cobra Kai. Like it's absolutely awesome to see. Like we're gonna see his style because we know he didn't agree with everything that Chris wanted to do in season 4. So it's kind of cool to see that. So, but with Kenny, I think Kenny's going to have a very interesting season 5 because he came in and he was weak at the start of season 4, like before he joined Cobra Kai. Like he was scared, he was weak. And now, fast forward a season, he's the main student in Terry Silver's dojo. Like, it's mad. Like, he's going to be a powerful force. Him and Anthony, whoo! Like, there's going to be some epic fights in Anthony has got to learn from Chosen, Daniel, and Johnny, and possibly Chris. I mean, like he's going to be a very good fighter, and so is Kenny. So you can just imagine how good those fight scenes will be. Like Kenny's a better fighter overall at the moment, but once Anthony learns under Chosen, Daniel, and Johnny, and Chris possibly, like, again, like the endless theories you can make, it's brilliant. Like Anthony will be a very good fighter. Like I don't really like his character at the moment. But I think as soon as they start to develop him, I think we'll get more of an idea. Well, not an idea, but like we'll start to root for the character more in a way. If you know what I mean, like, well, yeah, like so it's mad to see. But one thing I'm quite skeptical about though with Kenny is that like like they've got us. Do they have to keep him bad because if he leaves, then who else is there in Cobra Kai? Like then you'll just have the senseis. Like you can't have Big Red as like the main student like for Cobra Kai. Like that just can't happen. So they could just trying to think because you'd have because Tori's gonna leave as well, Robbie's leaving. Like Kyler will probably leave and say, "I'm going to redeem Rhea." Um, that's probably what's gonna happen because he'll follow Kreese, I think. Um, so I don't know if they can keep Kenny as evil, well not evil, but a dark side as well. Like it could, like if they do, then that's good because you can keep the Kenny and Anthony sort of storyline going because you've got to keep some rivalries in terms of like the children. Like it is getting to that stage now though that um some of the older students like Miguel and Tori will fight the adult senseis. Tor- Tori against Sensei Kindayun and Robbie and Miguel against Silver. You know what? I just thought that's brilliant. That's a really good thing. But yeah, I mean that's yeah, like it is getting to that stage now as well. So it could very well happen. I mean, it might not, but if it does happen, then that's bloody sick. But yeah, it's. I mean, Terry Silver's Cobra Kai is going to be better than anything that Kreese's was, and that's because with Kreese's Cobra Kai, like you always knew like how it would be. Like it would always be strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Like with Silver, he's a more skilled fighter than Creek, so he's gonna have more skills up his sleeves. Like, and he's probably done like more training as well. So I do wonder, um, like it does wonder like what Terry Silver's philosophy will be, because I know the synopsis which says while Terry Silver's trying to implement his style of his no mercy style, or trying to, so which means that he is maybe struggling to in a way. Like, it's like Terry Silver. People might not agree with Terry Silver's style. I don't know why. Like with Terry Silver's No Mercy style, like it's going to be way more ruthless than Creases because Silver is getting to that very evil stage now. So he's going to be like twisted, like really bad. So he's going to be saying, right, you finish your enemy, like you show them no mercy, and this is how you do it. You finish it this way. Like Creases was like you just finish them, like you leave them. But Silver's could well be like you finish them till they're literally finished. So it could well happen. But I, d- I know it's with. I mean, Terry Silver's obviously got tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he's a very persuasive guy because he can charm his way. So him like trying to get people to join Cobra Kai as well, it's not a shock because he's rich as well, so he can market this place everywhere. So like billboards, just posters, and just everything. Like we're going to see a completely different Cobra Kai to what like Kreese could never do it. Like Kreese could never market Cobra Kai like Silver's going to. So like it's a new era for Cobra Kai, and they're about to get way bigger. So I'm very excited to see how Terry Silver is going to manage it because with all these dojos as well, like I wonder how he's going to manage them all because with different senseis, like they could be teaching different styles. So like that power control of every dojo is where it could go wrong because some senseis may teach different um styles, so like different no mercy styles, which could backfire on Silver because he wants it a certain way. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the power struggle could play out for Silver. But getting on to the next photo. Now this. So Carmen and Amanda. Uh, an anonymous phone call. So, like, I'm just trying to think, like, what could this mean? Because hmm, it could very well be that Mike Barnes or Terry Silver. I mean, it's probably what it most likely is. So Terry Silver or Mike Barnes is calling them and threatening them or something. I mean, it's so hard to tell because, like, this is the same one with the Carmen phone call we had in the Cobra Kai season 5 date announcement teaser. Like, there's probably an obvious one, but it doesn't mean it's actually that. So you then have to re-theory that. Um, but I don't know. I would probably guess it would be Silver. So Silver calling them and threatening Amanda, maybe, or maybe something went down at the dojo and something happened, and I mean, the way they're dressed, it looks like they're going to a party. So there's some sort of party or something going on. So, like, whether something happens at the party, which could very well, I mean, it could very well happen, to be fair. But I don't know. I'm just really struggling to come up with theories because you just can't go off with much on this. Yeah, I mean, like it's either Terry Silver or Mike Barnes calling them. That's what I think personally. Because the way they're dressed, it looks like they've had a night out and they're either back home or they're preparing to go out. So there's obviously some sort of threat or warning of something. I really don't know, but I mean that's what it seems like. Next photo. Hoo-hoo! Yes. So I was really intrigued by this photo. And I'll tell you why. Because with Amanda and Silver, because we know that Daniel has been saying like how evil Silver is, and like I think there was an interview that Ralph Macchio did that said like people weren't believing him how evil Silver was. So maybe he's over like saying, "Oh, Silver did this to me in like 30 years back, and you can't trust this guy." Like, and I think in this one, like Silver's trying to charm his way with Amanda, like maybe saying like, "This is my plan for Cobra Kai. Like, I'm just going to open dojos all over the valley, and I want Cobra Kai to be successful." So he's trying to charm his way with Amanda, and I think Amanda's probably thinking like, he's not as bad as you said you said, Daniel. Like, he seems like a very nice, not nice, but like he's not as bad as you make out. So you maybe like got to chill chill in a way. So, um, but there was one thing I did connect though, and I have got to say is that there's a scene in the Cobra Kai date announcement trailer, and that Amanda is wearing the same dress as she's in the. So if I just pull this up, so if I share screen, I think that's sharing. Yeah. So with this, so if you look at this, Amanda is wearing the same like red dress that she's wearing in this. Oh, that's really long because I'm now gonna have to switch between the two. So she's wearing the same dress as in this one. So I do wonder, like that scene in the tournament, not the tournament, in the party thing that Silver and Amanda are at. I wonder if Silver says something to Amanda like, "Oh, this is how I want to expand Cobra Kai. Like, I'm not as bad as people think. Charm his way." And then Daniel's, and then she says this to Daniel, and Daniel's like, "Silver's not afraid of putting kids in harm's way, and that's why I have to take him down," because that's what he said in the teaser. And he's saying like he's this really evil guy, and you cannot trust him. Like, this is you can't be doing, like, you can't trust this guy. Like, do not listen to anything he says. He's a psychopath and he manipulates people. So I do wonder whether there's a bit of heat between Daniel and Amanda with this. So like Amanda may think that Daniel's overreacting, and like she knew how bad Chris was based off what happened. Like, she doesn't know how bad Silver is. But I think once Silver teaches the Quicksilver method to Tori, then I think that will sort of prompt Amanda, like, this is how evil Silver is. So you could probably take that from it. But I don't know. I mean, Silver's got the publicity and the money, like, because he's a very rich guy, so he can easily just charm his way, like that to Amanda, and she could fall for it easily. But I mean, I've seen people saying he's going to charm his way, and Amanda will run off with Silver, or will like leave Daniel. It's like, hold the phone. Hang on a sec. Why would Amanda leave Daniel? Like, she's loyal to him anyway. Why would she leave him and then go off with Silver? Like, she's loyal to Daniel. Like, why would she join a Cobra Kai sensei? Like, just think about it. And it was the same with Kreese and Amanda. Like, when people theorize about Kreese and Amanda, and it was the same person, like the same person who said Kreese is related to Amanda, so she'll side with Kreese. It's like, what? Like, who and why? Like, why would you come up with that theory? I'm not going to say who it is, but like I know exactly who did it, and I know like people started to believe it and started to theorize it, and it's like, hell nah, like, you're wrong. Like, you're just completely wrong. Like, this ain't a theory. It's just a deluded thing you have in your mind. Like, you're just totally wrong, because if Daniel and Amanda, Amanda and Chris were related, why would she slap him? Right, if that was a dad or an uncle, I don't know, whatever. Why would she slap him? Just think about that for a second. Like, Do you get like if you guys in the chat do you like agree with me saying that? Like, why would she do that? Like, why would she side with Silver over Daniel? She may think that Daniel is overreacting, but she wouldn't leave Daniel. She's too loyal to Daniel. So, but yeah, I mean, Silver's a snaky guy, snake, just like Cobra Kai. But yeah, like that's his way, and that's what he's like. So, just bear with me, guys. Just with that, okay. So yeah, so that's what I think for that photo. Like, she's not going to run off or leave Daniel. Like, whoever I know you did that, and you're just stupid for it. Right, next photo. Ho ho! Yes. Now this is a photo. So like, I love this photo, and because like Jake, I will give credit. What's up, Dermot? How you doing? Thank you for joining. So like, I will give props to Jacob. He's been saying this for ages. The chosen one. He's been saying this for ages that Robbie will come home to Miyagi-Do, and it will happen. And it's finally happening. Like, I'm kind of surprised they did it. Like in these like images stills, I thought they were gonna wait like to the trailer or even wait to the season to do it. Like it's to be fair, but this then hypes people up even more. Like I think people all start to theorize that Robbie would come back anyway, but like how long it would take him to do it. So it's this photo is just awesome. Like you've got Robbie, Dimitri, Anthony, Eli, Sam, Mitt. You got everyone in there, and you've got Miguel somewhere. Hang on. Right, shoot. Hang on a second. Hang on. I'll just zoom in here. Is that Miguel? That's Miguel. Is that Miguel behind Eli? Look, if you look at what he's wearing, like that's Miguel is behind Eli. I'm telling you now, that's Miguel behind Eli. Like, unless I'm completely wrong and it's someone else, I generally think that's Miguel behind Eli, and they've just sort of crossed him out and like edited him out so that like they don't spoil it. Like, and there's people saying that Miguel will go to Cobra Kai again. It's where are you getting this from? Why would Miguel go to Cobra Kai? Like, just freaking mic again. I'm gonna. Okay, well, I'll just have to do that. But yeah, so like, why would you believe that Miguel would go to Cobra Kai? Why? And also, like, just think about this. Do you think that Johnny and Carmen would allow Miguel to go to Cobra Kai? Like, just think again with these theories. Just think about these for a second. Give yourself 3 reasons why it will happen. If you can come up with 3 reasons, then you've got yourself a good theory. Because if Miguel goes to Cobra Kai, he's joining that dark side, and that just goes against his arc he's going to have as well. Like he had the dark side arc in season 2. Why would he have that all over again? Like I just don't think they like. Why would the creators do that? Like it's these stupid people that come up with these theories again, and it's like the Miguel, like Hawk's a spy, Devon's a spy, like like Amanda will leave Daniel with Silver. Oh, it's just frustrating. Like the Cobra Kai, some Cobra Kai fans just honestly cannot help themselves from bad theories. But again, like what can you do? Like it. If he does go to Cobra Kai, I'll be seriously surprised. I do think though that come the end of the show, like Johnny may have Cobra Kai for his own in the end, but by then him and Daniel will be like on very good terms, so nothing will go wrong. I mean, that's how it could end, but yeah, I mean it could end like that, but I don't know. But yeah, it's with this photo though, like, 'cause I'm sort of going off point again. Like, you've now got Dimitri, Robbie, Anthony, Eli, and Sam. Obviously, Miguel will be in this scene, or he might be. But like, now that you've got them, like, it just shows that everyone is coming together. They're coming together to take down Cobra Kai. So, like, you're gonna have Robbie, Dimitri, Anthony, Eli, Sam, Miguel, Tori, Devon, and then you're gonna have as well, like, for the senseis, you're gonna have Daniel, Johnny, Chosen, Chris, and Julie. Like, oh my god, like that's a very good, like, those are some excellent fighters here, and you can't go against them. Obviously, you got Cobra Kai, who are very strong fighters as well. But the only thing I'm gonna like struggle to theorize on is that will Miguel go back straight away to Miyagi-Do? Like, will he go back to karate straight away? I mean, I'm struggling to think why he will. I think he's gonna take like a little break from karate, just like Eli did in season 4. Like, maybe something happens, or maybe something happens and he just doesn't want to do karate. And then he sees like maybe somebody hurts Sam and he's thinking like, no, I've got to get back. Like, this isn't good. But like it could happen, but yeah, Boring Tori would never join Miyagi-Do, and the show is called Cobra Kai, which means Cobra Kai will win. It's not called Miyagi-Do. I'm just trying to think about it. So, Boring Tori would never join Miyagi-Do. She's going to like, this is like what I don't get. Like, why would she stay in Cobra Kai if she knows that Silver's rigged the tournament and that Kreese isn't going to be there, because Kreese is her father figure? Why would she stay in Cobra Kai? Like, her and Daniel are going to be connected in season 5, and that's another theory I've got. Daniel and Tori will be connected in season 5 because there's something that happens that will connect them together, that will want to both take Silver down. I mean, I'm working on a video on that. I'm just coming up with the notes to send the video, but like, it's going to be a very good video, and like, this is two characters you wouldn't expect to join forces or to join together to take someone down, but it's going to happen, I think, personally. Like, the show is called Cobra Kai, which means Cobra Kai will win. How do you think the ending, like, Javi Diaz? Okay. So, how do you think Cobra Kai is going to end then? So, do you think that the show's going to end with Silver winning, or do you think the actual series is going to end with the bad guys winning, or the good guys winning? Like, just think about it. Like, will it end with Silver winning, or Daniel and Johnny winning, and Chosen and whoever else? Like, it's going to end with Daniel, Johnny, and the good guys winning, because it's like with Avengers Endgame. Like, in Infinity War, Thanos, the bad guy, wins, and in Endgame, like, they win in the end, but it comes with a sacrifice. But I mean, I don't know if they'd go that route with someone being sacrificed, but like, the good guy in every show, the good guys always win. It will be the same with Stranger Things, that like, they will end up winning as well. Like, like Eleven and Hopper, like, they'll all win in the end. They'll take Vecna down / the Mind Flayer, because they're both the same. So the good guys will always win in the end. It will always happen. So if you think, like, if Cobra Kai do end up winning, like in the series finale, then all right, that sets up the end. That sets up a spin-off. But again, how much of the spin-off can you do? Like, I would love to. I would never want this like this Miyagi-verse to end. Like, I'd never want it to end. But like, it's called. I know it's called Cobra Kai, but that's just the name of the show. If is Stranger Things called Vecna Things? No. Is it called Vecna? No. Is it called 11? No. Is it called Hoppers? No. It's called Stranger Things. So, like, if in any series, who always wins? The good guys always win in the end. So, if you think Cobra Kai is going to end up winning in the end, then all right, like you think that's going to happen. So, Cobra Kai wins the show. Cobra Kai wins. The show's name is Cobra Kai, and they've just recruited a master fighter in Kim Do-yoon and Mike Barnes. Okay. I know that the show's name is Cobra Kai because the channel name, All Things Cobra Kai. But like with just like I'm just trying to like process like what you're saying for a sec. So um like I know that like Cobra Kai had to win in season 4. That always had to happen. Cobra Kai always had to win in season 4 for the story to be good enough in season 5, 6, and probably 7. So like um like Cobra Kai has it's like as I've just referenced in Infinity War Endgame, Infinity War, the bad guy, Thanos, Tech and Silver, they win. So they get their victory. The bad guys have to win at some point. And now we're in the first half of Endgame. So everyone's dealing with the losses of of losing your valley. You know, Sam's got trauma like finishing everyone down. You've got Miguel in Mexico, and then you've got all those sorts of things. You've got Chris in jail, like all those, like you've got all those storylines. So we're in the first half of Endgame right now. So they're trying to come up with a plan to take him down. Obviously, Daniel's plan is we've chosen, but he's going to need a lot more than that. And then you get to the second half of Endgame, which might be season 6/season 7, where everybody comes in and everybody comes together to take down the bad guys, and they end up winning because that's what normally happens. The good guys always end up winning. I mean, if they do and the bad guys do end up winning, then I'll be very surprised. All right, and also to move into your last point, the shows they just recruited master. Well, we don't know anything about Kim Do-yoon, so I don't know what you're going on about, mate. Like Kim Do-yoon, we don't know how good she is as a fighter. We don't know much about her, so I wouldn't say she's a master fighter. She probably most likely is, but we still don't know. Like Mike Barnes, again, just to make the point, we don't know whether he's been keeping up fighting all these over the past 30 years. So, I mean, like, just oh, I'm just playing. Right, that's better. So just think about that for a second. All right, so that's too small. All right, so so the next photo. Right, this is a good photo. I like this one because it's a very interesting one because we know that Tori will leave Cobra Kai at some point. We do know that that's going to happen. So how long it takes her to leave? It will probably be about 6 to 8 episodes of the season. It may even be in episode 9, and then that sets up for the finale. But I think it'll be probably about episode 6 because her and Sam need to talk. They need to get over some things during the season to set up season 6 when they actually reconcile and just team up. So if they do, so with Tori, Like, she's gonna have a very good arc in season 5, like, you just know it. So, if she does leave, like, Silver's not gonna be happy. Like, as soon as this scene, you can tell it's not gonna be good for Tori, because we know that Silver's not gonna be very happy with Tori saying, "Oh, I know you cheated the ref. I know you paid him off so that Cobra Kai could win, and I wanna hand back the trophy." Like, he's gonna be thinking, "No, this like, I told you not to show weakness," like that sort of thing, like Kreese said. So, Silver's not gonna like that one bit, and I think, like, that's where um, oh, I think that's where the evil side of Silver really comes into place. So, like, um, with Tori, like, obviously when Tori gives back the trophy and stuff, he's gonna have some thoughts in his mind, and he's gonna think, "How can I get back at her?" And then we're gonna see flashbacks to the Quicksilver method, and that's how he does it. That's how he thinks. Right, this is how I get payback on her as well. This is how I get payback, and this is how I'm gonna do it. So, I mean, it again, like, that's how it connects to Daniel and Tori. Daniel and Tori both learn the Quicksilver, so that's gonna connect them together as well. So again, another team up that you didn't think about, would you? You wouldn't think Daniel and Tori teaming up. Well, got a video coming on that soon, so you might want to look out for that. So with them probably teaming up anyway, or having that connection, um, like, Silver's gonna do the Quicksilver method. We know that he's gonna teach us Tori. We saw it in the date announcement, and um, if as soon as that happens, like, that is that's the seriously evil Silver coming out, and we know, like, that's bad, because we know that he's fully back evil. So if that does happen, then well, obviously it does happen because we've seen it, but um, like, Tori's gonna go through pain this season, like that. We know that for sure, like, just like Daniel did in Karate Kid 3. Tori's gonna have that kind of Daniel Karate Kid 3 arc in a way. So she trains with another sensei, and it just completely goes against her. Like, the consequences come out and stuff as well. So obviously with the Quicksilver, like, on, like, really hard rocks as well. Like, she's in deep, like, even worse trouble than Daniel. So Tori will be in for some pain, and I think that's a storyline I'm really looking forward to as well. Is the Silver and Tori one. And also the Silver, the Tori and Kim Daeun one. Like, those are the two storylines which connect and will be very interesting. I'm really excited to see those. So it like, will Silver, how far of an extent will Silver go to get payback at Tori for, like, doing that? I mean, there's there's no end to it that we know of. So just trying to think, because again, there's so many possibilities. Um, Yeah, I mean, Silver will get payback. Kim Daeun will be a part of it. Silver teaches Quicksilver method. Then that connects Daniel and Tori, and then Daniel gets really mad at Silver, and then now Amanda realizes how bad Silver is, and then it all connects. I'm probably gonna have to do a video on it, like, because that connects so much to one. But yeah, I mean, it's another very good photo. In this one, like, we know these two are going to be at, each other's throat. Miguel more than Robbie, I think, because Miguel and Robbie um will be reconciling by the end of the season. It is bound to happen. It's just how it's done and how long it takes. So, I mean, if it's down to Johnny to help them, but it's down to these two to. I mean, I'm sure Robbie doesn't mind, like, reconciling with Miguel. It's more Miguel that's like, "No, I'm not. you almost killed me. I'm not forgiving you, like that sort of thing. I mean, you may not even forgive it, but as long as they reconcile, then that's totally fine. So, you know, um, they it's kind of hard to theorize because there's not much from the photo that you can actually give, but we know that there's something's happened at this pool aqua park theme water park thing. I don't know wherever they are. Like something's actually happened in the pool or somewhere around there, and they've had or they're about to fight, and this lifeguard steps in, is like, you can't fight, like, and kicks them out. So it again another very good storyline that I'm looking forward to as well. So yeah, I mean it's Terry Silver that right. Yeah, you're damn right, Lisa. You're damn right. Reference to King from the Kings of pop culture. But yeah, I mean they will be at each other's throats, and it will be something interesting. I'm very interested to see. I do think though that also with Robbie and Miguel, like I think they'll be the first to like come together, and then that opens the doorway for Sam and Tori as well. Because if Robbie and Miguel can get along, then so can Sam and Tori. Like Robbie and Tori are they're trying to kill. Like Tori tried to kill Sam, and Robbie almost killed Miguel. So it's obviously down to Miguel and Sam are a better couple than Robbie and Sam. Sorry, Strike and whoever else believes that rubbish. But yeah, I mean they are a better couple. But it's down to them to not even forgive, just to get on with it and just team up because it is key that they do it. So it's yeah, that's totally it. But what was I going to say? But yeah, I mean, they need to do reconcile, obviously. Uh, if they don't, then I'll be seriously surprised. But the way they're like teasing it as well, like, and also if they don't reconcile like that, what's the point of the show? And people that say, "Oh, they're not going to reconcile" and stuff, it's like, just think about this for a second. Like, why would Robbie just? They're going to be stepbrothers. Like, Johnny and Carmen will get married. Like, and they're going to be stepbrothers. Why would they still be going each other's throats if they're stepbrothers? Like, stepbrother connection, they will be close. They will be close. So, again, think about it. It's going to happen. Like, people that don't think it's going to happen, then, you know, last two photos, okay. Now, Mike Barnes, Karate's bad boy. Now he's another interesting character that I'm so excited to see back. I mean, his story is going to be interesting because, like, I think I'll be bit on my shoulder. That's not good. Like with Mike Barnes, he's going to come in mid-season, and I say mid-season because he's obviously not coming in from the start. I don't think he's going to come in from the start. It's going to take 5 episodes, I think, for him to be back in the season. I think this is also, if you look at this, I think this is also Silver talking to Barnes as well. Oh, something here. Oh. So I think this is Barnes talking to Silver. So with Barnes, like he's going to be evil. Do not make him good. Do not give him a redemption arc. We do not need it. Like some people have got to stay evil, and Barnes is one of them. Obviously, and so is Silver. So, I think it could even be like a Terry Silver type where he might have been training, but he's not as bad as he was, and like Silver gets in his head, and that completely turns him, switches, and then just becomes Karate's bad boy again, and then that's danger for Daniel. But I mean, if he does like turn good again, that just seriously outnumbers Daniel, outnumbers Silver, because again that would be like 7 senseis, and Terry Silver will have like no one's on. I'm sorry, but I don't think anyone will be on the level of Daniel, Chosen, or like Kreese or any of them. Like maybe Kreese, maybe a bit lower down, like in terms of like being able to fight at a fast pace, that sort of thing. But like, would it happen though? I mean, I don't think they were turning good. I mean, I do trust the creators. I have big faith in the big three that they'll keep him good. And if they don't, I'll be totally surprised. It's like with Silver, you've got keep him evil. Don't give us that redemption rubbish. Like Silver and Barnes are the two last baddies to come in. Julie Pierce will be good. So Silver and Barnes are the last two baddies to come in. But it all depends on Silver. Like if Silver persuades Barnes, whether he's been trained or not, is interesting as well. Like I mean, if you look at him, it looks like he's been training. Like look at the muscles on him. Like it looks like he's been keeping up with his training. So I mean, like he won't be Tori's dad either. Like I just can't see it. Why would he be Tori's dad? It doesn't make. I just don't see it. I mean, I made a video on it as well. I can't. Hang on, I just got to remember. Was it I said that why Mark Barnes will be Tori's dad, or discussing that because is Mike Barnes Tori's father? Okay, that's that. Yeah, so is Mike Barnes Tori's father? So no, I think would be the answer. But I mean, he is married, so like he may be. But if Tori's living with her mum and her dad's not there, it means that they would probably divorce. But I mean, I really don't know. I think it definitely puts that away. But again, endless theories. I could go on for 3 hours about this. I mean, I'm quite tired, but I can't go down forever. But there's so many theories you could make about it. But you've got to pace yourself, like not pace yourself, but pace how you bring him back. You can't just bring him in from the start because I'm kind of shocked they're bringing him in, like depending on how early to bring him in, because there's so much going on. Like, will there be enough room for him to have unless the episodes are like 40, 45 minutes an episode, then there's quite a lot for him to. There's a lot of story that he needs as well, compared to like with all the other stories going on as well. So I'm so excited. Like Sean Kanan comeback is awesome. And now this photo. So with this, obviously you've got Daniel, Johnny, and Chosen. And then you've got these people behind them. Now I don't know, I will give credit to Cody, so Strike First Media, about this. I don't know who came up with the theory, but it was in his live stream yesterday, and it was these are all lawyers behind them, like ready to get Kreese out of jail. So I mean, if that is true, then oh my god, like whoever came up with that, like you are, like that's a bloody good theory. Like that would be sick. Like they could just be other senseis, like it. They could very like I just don't. This guy here, like this guy behind Daniel, he doesn't seem the type of guy to be a. I just don't see him as a fighter, as a karate fighter. But, I mean, I could be totally wrong. So, I mean, they could very well be lawyers, which I would love to see. But I don't know. It's so we're a month away, guys. I'm so excited. But yeah, I mean, I'm just glad to like Johnny and Chosen. Like that's mad. Like they are together. Like they're working on the same team. I mean, even Daniel and Chosen, Daniel and Johnny as well. Like all three of them, you would never at the start of the show. If at the start of the show, if you would have said that Daniel, Chosen, and Johnny would be working together and with Kreese, like you wouldn't but I would never have believed you. Like, if you said that after season 1, I'd be like, or even at the yeah, I would never have believed you. So that's mad. Like, I just wonder, like, with Chosen and Johnny, I think will get along better than Daniel and Chosen because they're going to want to take Silver down. Daniel doesn't want to fight him. They're saving that fight for season 6, I think. Well, they might fight in season 5 and Silver wins, but I mean, I don't know. But it could. I don't know. I mean, just trying to think. It's kind of hard to theorize on it though, but I mean, it could happen that they do um team up. And I've lost where the hell I was. Okay, I'm completely lost. Yeah, so trying to make a different point. Like with them working together, like Daniel and Chosen, that's it. Chosen and Johnny will get on better than Daniel and Chosen. I think at least for the start because they want to take Silver down. They're going to want to like Johnny's not afraid to fight. We know that for sure. So if Chosen does want to fight Silver as well, then that's again Chosen and Johnny are not going to get on well. Daniel's Chosen might get a bit irritated by him though. Like, oh, like just let's fight him, and then that will hopefully end it. But I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. There's so many theories. Like, I think we'll get more information from the trailer, which will. I really do hope that trailer's next week. Like, the trailer's definitely not coming today because it's now 1 a.m. in the UK. Like, the trailer's not coming today technically, or the Thursday. It's not coming this Thursday, the 11th, because I doubt we'd get photos and trailers in the same week because there's so much. Like, they're probably going to do the poster in. We've got. Just let me check. How many weeks now have we got until season 5? So, trailer, poster, clips. All right. So, we are now on the 11th. If you can see that. So, the 18th, trailer. The 18th, that will be the Cobra Kai season 5 trailer. The 25th, the week of the 25th, those will be the posters. So, either character posters or just the poster for season 5. That will be that. That will be that week. And then the week after that, so the week before season 5, it might be like clips. So like clips from the show, and that will be it. And then obviously, and then the week of the season, that it'll just be like fully hyped and that sort of thing. So I think that's how it'll be photos this week, trailer next week, posters the week after, and then clips. And then that's marketing. And then maybe a few other surprises they have for us. So yeah, I mean, again, there's I'm saying this low, but there's endless possibilities with everything at the moment with Cobra Kai season 5. So it's just that this, like, I did think that season 4 would be the best of the series, and I was totally wrong. Like, I was so wrong on that. Like, it's the worst of a good 4 seasons, in my opinion. That's what I think. So I think season 4 is the worst, then season 1, and then I can never say whether season 2 is better than season 3 or season 3 is better. They're both very good, I think. Like, they're both very good, so I can never split them. So season 3 and season 2 are tied, and then season 1 and season 4. But I think season 5 will top any other season. I think it will be the best of the best. So you've got to enjoy Cobra Kai season 5. You just got to enjoy it because we're probably going to have, it's probably going to be 5, 6, and 7, and that will be the end. So just enjoy the final seasons we've got left because, like, if you don't enjoy it, then you're just gonna like, when it ends, you're like, oh, God, I'm really missing it. Well, you didn't really take it in, so what do you expect? But yeah, I mean, season 5 is just around the corner. Like, it's mad. Like, we're only 3 weeks away. I'm so excited. Yeah, at least like it's just brilliant. Right, let me move that because I'm done. It's brilliant that we're like not that far from release now, and that we're at the trailer next week. So That's even better. So will probably do a live stream for next week for the trailer. I mean, unless like um strike or I don't know, whether someone else, like one of the other kings does a stream and we go on there. Like I will most likely do a stream. Unless someone else is doing one, then I'll just hop on there. But um yeah, I mean trailer next week as well, so I can't wait to see that. So like yeah. Oh god. Alright, so I think I'm gonna round off here, guys. So thank you all for joining this live stream. I haven't done one since February. So that's what 7 months, 6, 7 months without any content. Like I know I had exams, I had my GCSEs, which are like really important. They were bigger than anything. So I mean I will be putting out videos more regularly now because now we've got loads of content. I've got so many theories to come out now as well. So let's go through the chat series here. Obviously, we had Jack, Badass, Cobra Kai, Chill Dude, Cobra Things. We had Strike, Tristan, and we had Dermot, and we had Javi Diaz and Lisa. So thank you all for joining. I really do enjoy doing like these live streams. I might do one on Friday. I think I've scheduled one for Friday. I'm still considering doing one. I might not do it. I'm still not sure. But yeah, thank you guys all for joining. It's been a good stream. And this has been All Things Cobra Kai for the first time since February. And there's one thing I'm going to leave you with. What Johnny says, and that, you know, when someone says a very bad theory, then like if someone ever says to me again, good night, Lisa. Good night, Lisa. So if someone ever says to me that Devon is a spy again or Amanda's leaving Daniel, then do you know what I'm going to say? Quiet! Quiet! That's what I'm going to say. So thank you guys all for joining. This has been All Things Cobra Kai. And until next time, remember, Cobra Kai never dies, and mercy is for the weak.